SolidariTee is an international charity fighting for long-term change in the refugee crisis and working to tackle injustices faced by refugees and asylum seekers.
A refugee is someone who is unable or unwilling to return to their country of origin, owing to a well-founded fear of persecution for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion.
The European refugee crisis is the phrase used to describe the movement of millions of people in 2014 to European soil, who have ever since been made to live in intolerable and inhumane conditions.
Refugees are granted certain protection under international law, but before someone can be officially recognised as a refugee, they have to go through the lengthy and incredibly complicated process known as seeking asylum.
But gaining asylum status is really not all that easy. In order to be accepted, you have to reach an incredibly high level of specificity. I've even seen applicants rejected on a small slip-up like referring to a taxi as a private car.
The asylum procedure is a legal process. However, the state does not provide any legal information or assistance before the asylum interview.
At SolidariTee, we recognise that access to fair legal representation is a fundamental right, and we view legal aid as one of the most empowering and sustainable forms of aid that we can offer.
It reduces the stress on asylum services that are dealing with unnecessary appeals,
and allows individuals to begin fulfilling productive lives in their new host countries, gaining the rights to work, housing, and the ability to be reunited with family members scattered across Europe.
At SolidariTee, we're doing three things.
We give grants to organisations to provide legal aid to asylum seekers and refugees.
We educate and raise awareness of the injustices refugees face worldwide and tackle damaging myths and misinformation.
We empower students with the knowledge, skills and confidence to stand up for refugee rights, now and throughout their future personal and professional lives.
At SolidariTee, we've got over 750 student volunteers at 60 universities. Reps have joined our team from across 10 different countries, all for a variety of different reasons, but united in their commitment to fight for refugee rights.
Since my parents themselves are refugees, it means a lot to myself and my family.
When the situation is so dire, when you have tens of thousands of people in these camps in horrible conditions, it just makes you want to just roll your sleeves up and get involved as much as you can.
To me, SolidariTee is kind of saying, no, we're going to make a difference now. The crisis is happening now. There are things that we can do, and we're going to make that difference now.
Today, it may just be one t-shirt on one campus, but tomorrow, I'll take on the world.
A lot of our events are focused on raising awareness about refugee crises across the world. But alongside that, we sell our custom-made t-shirts.
The tees raise vital funds for refugee legal aid, but they're also a visual show of solidarity and unity.
Featuring designs created by refugees and asylum seekers, they show that the student body and those that support us really do stand in solidarity with refugees.
All proceeds raised through the sale of our SolidariTee's events and private donations are used to provide grants. We believe our grant-giving model is important for three key reasons.
We do our research and focus our grant giving where it can make the biggest difference.
Defined sums of money enable NGOs to plan ahead and spend more time providing vital services as opposed to worrying about finances.
We can be flexible and react to the changing situations quickly and support new projects when the need arises.
And whilst the t-shirts are what started it back in 2017, they're by no means the only thing our student reps are focusing on.
SolidariTee recognises that it's not just what we do, but how we do it that matters. It is important for us that we represent the crisis in a way which is sensitive and grounded in a rights approach, rather than one built on fears, myths and prejudices. These are the issues which we continue to discuss and interrogate in our discussion sessions and weekly team meetings.
It hit me during those discussion groups like how many people there were that knew loads and loads of stuff about the refugee crisis and were so passionate about it and so willing to share their knowledge, but also how willing everybody who was attending was to learn about it. I thought it was really inspiring.
At SolidariTee, we want to empower students with the tools and confidence to keep standing up for refugee rights throughout their future lives, and I view creating opportunities for the next generation of activists to grow and develop as a cornerstone in our mission. But to make really meaningful change, we need to unite the entirety of society. We're student-led, but by no means student-exclusive. Now, we're not saying that one t-shirt is going to change the world, but what we are saying is that for every asylum seeker who gains access to a lawyer, and for every child refugee who's reunited with family members, we have made meaningful change. And that's why every event attended, every t-shirt worn, and every conversation sparked really does bring us one step closer in the fight for refugee rights.